Hi, welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is a collective finance reading for Taurus. Now, as always, this is a collective reading, so it will not resonate with everybody. Please only take what resonates and leave what does not. If you don't find anything in this message for yourself, please check your other placements and you may find a message in there for you. Now, today is the 25th of August, but it is a timeless reading, so whenever it falls into your feed is when it is likely to be relevant. Yeah. So let's get into it. So as always, I'm not a financial advisor. This is simply a message that Spirit would like to convey with regards to the collective of Taurus's current financial situation. So if you are looking for qualified financial advice, go and seek that from a qualified professional. Okay, let's get into this then. So we get 3 more cards, please, Spirit, for Taurus for their current financial circumstances. Or the situation that you want to discuss today. Okay, so in the overall energy we have the Ace of Swords. Now that's in the reverse, which is suggesting to me that you do feel like you're not going to have any financial success at the moment, or you feel like it's not coming, it's not on its way for you. You do feel like you do maybe you don't necessarily choose wisely. Maybe you have some people in your energy that are very pushy when it comes to your finances. It is suggesting to me though that you don't feel like you're going to have much success at this point in time. You are looking at this as being more of, you might just be living to your means. So you know, the money that you've got coming in, you've got going out, maybe you're not able to save much at the moment. That's what we've got as your overall energy at this point in time. Now currently we have a Death card. Now that is in the reverse, so you are a little bit worried that your finances are not going to pick up at the moment. Again, that's where this Ace of Swords is coming in, suggesting that you feel like things aren't particularly successful. But yeah, with this Death card in reverse, you are worried that things are not going to pick up. Things might be a little bit stagnant. Maybe you're out of work at the moment and you're worried about when you're going to get a new job. It could very well be that, you know, you might just be, like I say, living to your means and you're not being able to put any extra up. It could be that you're working really, really hard and it's like the money's not really materialising. Let's get some clarification on that Death card, please, Spirit. Okay, so we've got a 6 of Pentacles. We have the 7 of Cups. And we have a Hanged Man in the reverse to clarify that Death card. So that 6 of Pentacles then is very much telling me that you like to try and give what you can to a good cause, but at the moment you might not be able to do that. You are trying to use your intuition as much as possible where your finances are concerned with that 7 of Cups. You're trying to make sure that you pick the right options. You're trying to do everything you possibly can to improve things, but it just doesn't seem to be really moving anywhere. That Hangman then is very much telling me that you've been trying your hardest to, basically, it's like you're trying your hardest to budget, but it's not really going anywhere. With these two here, it's telling me, like I say, you're doing everything you possibly can. You're scrimping, you're saving, you're probably doing as much swapping of utilities and, you know, swapping of food things out. You're doing everything you possibly can, and it's just not really going anywhere. This Hangman in the reverse is, when he's in the upright, it's telling me that, you know, that you're very good at thrifting and it turns into a profit. When he's in the reverse, it's very much that, you know, it doesn't matter what you're doing, it's not currently feeling like it's profitable for you. Now, it's very likely that that could change in the near future, but currently, you know, everything you're doing just doesn't seem to be giving you any more free money at this point in time. Now, part of your blockage, we have this Empress, and she's in the reverse. So that Empress is telling me that you are trying to achieve your goals, but you're not really getting there at the moment. Your goals, you're not even being able to, you're not even currently achieving any objectives to get to your goals. It's very much, it may even be that you've not set up any goals with that Empress. That could be part of your blockage, that you want money to come in, but you've not got any goals set for how you're going to do it, potentially. It could be that your goals are too big. It could be that you've set goals, but you've not set the objectives to get there. So things like, if you want to buy a house, potentially, how are you going to get that house? Where's the money going to come from? What are you going to do extra? You know, scrimping and saving is all great, but if you've not got the extra coming in, you know, what could you do extra? Could you take on a second job? Could you turn a hobby into profit? You know, once you start doing that, what are your steps to get there? Have you looked at your mortgage rates? Have you considered how much you've got to save as a deposit? All that sort of stuff. And it can be really time consuming. But it is something where you need those mini objectives to get your big goal at the end of it. And you could very well be doing that, but it just feels like you're not getting anywhere. Especially with this energy in your current where things just don't seem to be moving. It does feel to you like you're not getting your goals, you're not getting your objectives, you're just kind of feeling a bit stuck. Now, we have a Four of Pentacles, a Justice in the reverse, and a Moon card all come out to clarify that. Now, the Four of Pentacles and the Moon card have come out to the side, so they are potential challenges with regards to this. So that Four of Pentacles then is very much that you are fearing financial loss. And that could be a massive challenge. Maybe you're scared of losing money and it's something where you could potentially be investing money and you're not. So because you're scared of losing it. It could be that you fear that if you don't have money, you'll be lonely. Again, that's a very valid fear for a lot of people, but you need to remember as well, that if people are only around you for money, then what kind of people are they? Do you really want them around you if they're only around you for money? Because that just suggests that they're constant takers. So that's something as well that you fear, that could be causing you a big blockage, that if you're not spending out certain amounts on other people, that you could be being lonely. So that's potentially why you give as much as you can over here, but it's not something where you need to be doing that, but that is causing you a part of your blockage. That's probably one of the reasons why you are you're not getting very far at the moment, or you don't feel like getting very far. Maybe you're doing everything you possibly can for yourself, but because you're giving money to other people to keep them around, maybe you're spending money on other people or doing things for other people and you're not realising it, and that's where your money is then disappearing. So for instance, maybe I've got kids, and as daft as it sounds, we have Netflix, Disney Plus, or we did have all of that, Crunchyroll, every different subscription service you can think of. Can't watch all of them all at once. There was no point in doing that. So now what we're doing is we only have one, and we rotate them. So every other month we'll swap it to a different one. So he can binge watch what he wants and then swap it again. Do you know what I mean? And that works because it was trying to keep them happy, trying to make sure that, they'd got what they wanted, they could watch different things. But it was just hemorrhaging money for no reason because it wasn't needed. But it was there constantly just to try and keep them happy. So do you know what I mean? And when you're looking at, the lowest subscriptions now, they're what, £5, but at the time they were 10, 15 quid because they didn't have adverts. That per month, when you got like 5, 6, 7 subscription services, it's a lot of money. So that's one thing that I managed to do and cut down, and still around. That don't really make much difference. Do you know what I mean? They're still getting what they want. It's just it could be that you're doing things like that and you haven't realised. You might just cut down your subscriptions, gone, oh yeah, I'll just have the ones with the adverts because they're cheaper. But again, they can only watch one at a time. So, not saying that that is going to be relevant to everybody. It's not, you know, but that's just an example that I could think of with regards to giving to people without really noticing or realising what you're doing. Now, this Justice card in the reverse is telling me that you feel that opportunities are very risky and you don't necessarily do much calculations with regards to any sort of investments as well. So that Four of Pentacles, with that Justice card, it's just drumming in as well about your investments, how you're not actually doing a lot of you're not looking into the background with them, or you just don't do investments because you think they're going to be too risky. Now, the Moon card is telling me that you are dreaming quite a lot with your money. You're dreaming big. You are thinking, what do you want? You know, you're setting, you've got some goals, but you're just dreaming. Some dreams don't take much money. Some dreams take a lot of money. It's like you can't decide which ones to focus on. And I think this is part of what's coming in with the Empress. Maybe you've got a lot of things that you want to spend money on. Maybe you've got a lot of different goals, different ambitions, but you've not really got much of a focus at the moment. So it's potentially what you need to do is maybe streamline your focus a little bit more on what things are more important to start with, and then go from there. Because this is very much of, you know, this is having big dreams. This is having a lot of dreams, a lot of goals, a lot of intentions. You know, you want a lot of things, but it's a challenge to you because some of them take a lot more money than others do. And some of them, you haven't even decided which ones it is that you want. You're just kind of dreaming a lot with regards to that. Now, in your core belief about money that is contributing to this blockage, we have this Three of Cups. And again, that's in the reverse. So this is telling me that you are very aware that you should be sharing your wealth. It is suggesting to me that you feel that sharing is very much something that should be done all the time. Now, the Three of Cups in the upright is knowing that it's a treat to share your wealth. In the reverse, it's very much, it's not so much sharing. It's like you're giving constantly, not sharing. You know, it's not a treat if you're doing it all the time. A treat is a one-off every now and then. This seems like it's more of people potentially expecting things from you and you're very happy to oblige. Let's get one more card for clarification on that. And that could be part of your issue because you've got big dreams and because you're giving so much to other people, you know, and you don't realise that you don't have to give to them. It could be very much that you might have had it drummed into you that you have to look after people. Maybe you're somebody with elderly parents and there's certain cultures where the children always end up looking after the parents. Maybe you're in one of those and your elderly parents are expecting you to look after them and to do everything you possibly can for them. Yes, I can understand with certain cultures that, you know, is something where it may be expected of you. However, you know, that isn't something that you have to do. Yes, okay, it's nice if you're in that culture, you've been brought up to do it, but if you can't look after yourself, you can't look after other people. So you need to make sure that you're looking after yourself to start with and you're getting what you need, because you can't give to other people if you can't get what you need out of things. Right, so we have an Eight of Cups coming out to the side to clarify this Three of Cups, which is telling me that you don't really do anything with your money either. So when you have got money, it is something where you need to potentially look at investing it, possibly putting it in a high interest savings account, because at least then it's in something and it's earning you a bit of money back. We do have a Page of Wands in the reverse. That Page of Wands, again, is telling me that you don't do any sort of investment with your money. Now, the Page of Wands is suggesting that when it's in the upright, it's telling me that you should look at maybe investing time or money into an exciting trip. So maybe that's something that you're lacking. Maybe that's something that you need, that you want to go on a holiday, but you just don't do it. You don't put your money anywhere because you're too busy paying for everyone else, and you're not doing anything for yourself. Now, we also have this magician. A magician's telling me that you also may be using money, or you are using your money in a rational way. However, sometimes you might not be being particularly honest with how you obtain your money. So maybe you're doing a lot of overtime, but you don't let people know. You might be you might be telling people that it's just normal. You might be working a second job and not letting people know. It could be any number of things, especially if you're busy supporting other people, because at the end of the day, you might be very much in the mindset of they don't need to know where the money comes from as long as they've got the money. But you could be working yourself to death and not getting anywhere because you're too busy supporting other people. Now, we also have this Emperor. He's come out to the side. This is telling me that you believe you should be helping those in need. The only thing is, it's not just helping those in need when he's to the side. That's a bit of a challenge. You're just helping people in general. You're not so much helping them as you are supplying them. Maybe you've got people in your energy, if they're children and they're under the age of, I don't know, 18, 16, whatever it is you being the adult age in your particular country that you're living in, that I can understand. You need to be supporting your children. When they hit an age where they're able to support themselves and they can get a job and everything else, they should be able to support themselves. That also goes for normal family members, siblings, parents, spouses, cousins, friends, in-laws, whatever. Anybody else. It is exactly the same for everybody else. Unless they've got some sort of disability that prevents them from being able to cope with money successfully, and they might need a bit of help to deal with that, then there shouldn't be any need for you to constantly give to people. Yes, it might be nice because it's something where you might be very much of, you might just be a giver and you might enjoy giving your time, your energy, your money to other people constantly. But it doesn't seem as though it's getting you anywhere if that is what you're doing. To me, it looks very much like you're expected to give constantly, even if people are not in need. You could have people in your energy that tell you that they're in need, but actually aren't in need. So you could have people that very much rely on you as an additional source of income. Now, when I say that, what I mean is you could have people that, say you've got a friend who every month they get their wage come in, they spend all their money, and then they go at the end of the month, oh no, I need to pay this bill. Can you lend me some money for it? You lend them the money. You may not get it back all at once. You might get it back. You might get it back in bits and bobs. £10 here, £5 there, whatever your currency is. And it may come back to you slowly, But the next month, your friend does exactly the same again. So that tab just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger because they're constantly lending. But what you haven't realised is that part of what they're spending their money on is nights out in the pub. They could be buying brand new gadgets every month that cost a couple of £100 and, wasting their money in general. Maybe they're getting a lot of takeaways instead of doing some cooking and saving them some money that way. And it's very much that you feel like you have to give to them, or they're expecting you to give to them because they're so used to you giving them. But they're not in need. What they need is to learn how to budget their money. So what you could potentially do, if you have got somebody like that, instead of giving them money, help themselves. And the best way of doing that is by not giving to them. Because the Emperor, yes, this could be given to people in need, but it doesn't mean that you have to give them money. Oh, I just got goosebumps. It's very much of, it could just be that you need to give them some time, a bit of your energy, but not as in doing things for them, but to help educate them on how to budget. Because up here, you're doing a great job of scrimping and saving and doing whatever you can to keep yourself afloat. So you could pass that on to somebody else that is feeling like they're constantly in need of your money, so they can learn it themselves. And then you can go, right, now you've got the knowledge and the tools, do it yourself, see you later. You know, and then if they fall on their bum, then they fall on their bum. They're a grown up. They've got to learn to deal with it themselves. And if you keep bailing them out, they're never going to learn. Now, changes to improve your situation. We have the King of Wands. Okay. That King of Wands is very much telling you exactly the same as what I was just saying. Your financial wisdom is a lesson for others. So share what you know. So very much, if you've got people in your energy that are constantly after your money, share what you know on how to save. You could even make that into a side business. You know, set up some sort of Instagram or social media, or, you know, YouTube, whatever, giving financial advice on how you've managed to save money and, you know, all that sort of stuff. You could turn that into a form of additional income. But yeah, this is very much telling me that you need to be teaching people how to save money, not bailing them out. Let's get some clarification on this King of Wands. Okay, so we've got the World card that's come out in the reverse. We have a Queen of Cups. And we have a Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. So, that World card then is telling me that actually you don't need to be any more productive to earn or to save and invest, because you are extremely productive as it is. So there's not much more productivity that you could do. It looks as though it's very much just trying to help others, to be completely honest with you. This Queen of Cups is telling me that your financial philosophies are brilliant. They're on par. You know a lot about money. You know a lot of how to save money. You know a lot about retaining it, making it work for you. You've got a lot of knowledge with regards to it. Now, the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse is telling me that you may have had a bit of a lump sum recently as well. And it is telling you that where you'd normally use it wisely, this is suggesting to me that you don't. Now, whether that's because you've been absolutely hitting burnout because you're too busy looking after other people, maybe what you think is wise, as being wise, is to save it for when other people need it, things like that. That's suggesting that you be a little bit selfish with it. Spend it on yourself. Now, that could be an inheritance. That could be some of the sort of lump sum that you might receive, whether, you know, like a lottery win, an insurance payout, whatever it is. That's suggesting to me that you don't use all of it wisely, that you spend it a little bit on yourself, potentially where you've got this Page of Wands that's in the reverse and never taking yourself away on something exciting. Do something for yourself exciting. That's what it's suggesting to me. But like I say, very much teaching other people though about how to use their resources and to very much, you know, share your financial philosophies, but treat yourself at the same time. Now, if you manage to do that, we do have the Strength card as the outcome. Now, that is in the reverse. It's not too much of an issue with it being in the reverse, because some of them aren't. With finance cards, it's normally quite good. This is suggesting that you don't necessarily need to have a lot of daring or courage to move forward. You just need to continue doing what you're doing. You'll have success in business, but you just, like I say, you already know what it is you've got to do. You're doing it already. It's just giving to other people that is your issue. So potentially you need to be a bit more courageous where it comes to standing up for yourself and your own money, and telling other people no. But yeah, this is very much, you know, success will come in, and you don't really need to do much to get it, to be honest. So we do have an Ace of Pentacles that has come up in the reverse. Now that is suggesting that there could be a new opportunity, but just be careful, because it could be something where you feel like you're missing out on a new opportunity. Now that could be a new opportunity as a raise, it could be a new job, that could be what this Ten of Pentacles is. Maybe you are looking at a new job that is coming out with some new income, and this is potentially telling you to ignore that, because it actually isn't going to do anything any better for you, because you're already doing everything you can. You just need to stop giving to others, and it could be that you end up doing a lot more work for a lot, and it might not be worth it. Now obviously I'm not telling you to not go for a job. This could be any number of things for different people. It could very well be that you go for a new job and it's not as financially satisfactory for yourself. So just be warned, you know, that could be something that you may be faced with. That is, you know, new opportunities, new jobs, they're not always what they're cracked up to be. Even if it's a promotion, for instance, sometimes the workload increase is not worth the extra income. But yeah, we've also got this Two of Cups in the upright. So that Two of Cups is telling me that it is time to double your money. Potentially not with a new job though. And we have this Five of Cups, which is telling me that yes, you may feel like you're a little bit stuck at the moment, but you are on the way to achieving your goals, and very much so by teaching other people about finances, about how you manage your finances. If you are somebody that is not managing your finances very well, and you don't know much about finances, I would not recommend going out and telling people how to save the money, because this reading isn't necessarily for you. This is for people that are very, very good and stable with money, but it looks as though that they give to other people far too much, and they're supporting more than just themselves. Not necessarily more than just themselves. Maybe you've got a family unit, but you're supporting 2 or 3 other families, or, you know, other people that are outside your family unit. This is very much somebody that knows all about their finances, is potentially in a really good job, is doing everything they possibly can. They're all short from burnout, you know, because this is somebody that's got brilliant financial knowledge. So if you don't have financial knowledge, I am very sorry, this isn't a reading for yourself. So please don't go out there and start teaching other people how to, you know, save money if you're not able to do it yourself. But what I would suggest is potentially find other people that have got that financial knowledge and learn it for yourself, so that you can learn from other people. Because it could very well be that this is energy of you needing to learn from somebody else that does have that financial knowledge. But yeah, it is suggesting to me though, like I say, for those of you that are supporting other people, it does suggest to me that you need to very much not cut them off, but teach them how to look after themselves and stop paying for them, and that will help quite a lot. Because at the end of the day, it's nice to give, yes, by all means. Giving to charity is amazing, you know, it helps good causes, it's very philanthropic, I can't even say the word, and it's always great to help people, but helping people and being expected to bail them out constantly are 2 different things. Okay, so there's a lot of different ways of helping people out. It doesn't have to be with money. Like I say, just a bit of time and effort, teaching them to budget, showing them how to cut down on finances. They may not be very receptive to that, But at the end of the day, if they're not looking after their own money, then they should be, because it's their money at the end of the day. And, you know, you can't bail them out all the time. They may be expecting that, but like I say, you're not their source of income. You're your own, you know. You can, by all means, you can make yourself a source of income. You can have a lot of sources of income, but you're not theirs. You need to stop being their source of income. Maybe that 10 of Pentacles in the reverse is very much that, you know, telling you to stop being a source of income for other people. Right, so let's get you an Angel of Abundance card to see if there's any other messages from Spirit. What have we got, Taurus Spirit? Okay, so we've got savings and we've got conscious consumer. So savings then, as you consistently save for your future is saved. You do your future self a big favour as you consistently set aside present funds. This is part of your self-care and path to feeling secure as you focus upon your life purpose. And then conscious consumer. You have power to heal and help the world with your decision to buy only products and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. As a conscious consumer, you choose to invest in fair trade and organic goods. You live simply and you purchase only that which you need. Okay. Well, I hope that has given some of you Tauruses an idea of how you can improve your finances. If you did like your reading today, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It will help pass the message on to anybody else that needs to hear it. Good luck with increasing your finances, and thank you for joining me.